Good morning, good morning, good morning, joy bells and whistles. God bless you today on this fabulous Friday. And guess what? It's finally Friday. I know some of you guys started off with this week just feeling a little despaired and a lot going on. Some of y'all woke up Monday and automatically wanted to be Friday. But guess what? Y'all made it. Them little 3 or 4 days in between Monday to Friday, y'all toughed it out, baby. Even won on Wednesday. We even had win Wednesday. So God is good. He didn't brought us to this day. He brought us to this day that we're going to talk about how grateful we are. Oh, we've been talking about the heart this week. Y'all know where we've been. We've been in the cardiologist this week because we felt like the hearts of man is under attack. So we needed to go to the cardiologist to find out what's going on, because that's the only way that we can go. But we didn't go to a physical doctor. We went to a spiritual doctor. We went to the chief physician. How many of y'all know that the Spirit of the Lord is the chief physician too? And then if anytime we have an issue with the heart, we can go directly to him because he created it. And when we having a trouble, or when we having a heart that's under attack, because we have certain situations and circumstances that we deal with that causes our heart to ache, causes us to have a leaky heart, causes us to have a heavy heart, causes sometimes to have a weak heart. And sometimes we don't always know what causes us not to have that spirit of gratefulness that we hear Brother Hezekiah Walker tell us about, that spirit of gratefulness that flows through our heart. Oh yes, we're going to have some issues, but we got to be able to understand that those issues are going to come to get us off our mark. It's going to get us off our game. It's going to have something to do with our mind. It's going to confuse us here. Y'all know I had to stop by there too this week. I had to stop by the neurologist. I don't know why I always forget who I have to face on a regular. The neurologist. I had to go by there because there's something going on. Once in a while we need to go and have your mind regulated, or find out what's going on inside our heads so that it won't corrupt our minds, because mind is where the enemy gets in, and that's where all the distortion and the doubting comes in the mindset. When we have certain issues that we deal with, it affects our mind. But whatever we do, we got to remember that we got to have a spirit of gratefulness, regardless of what we deal with. Because we have to remember that the conditions of our heart is what we need to be reminded of. I'm going to be real with y'all today, because I'm not perfect and I got a lot of issues going on with me right now. But I want y'all to know that I am grateful. And the joy of the Lord will always be my strength. This your girl, Juslee, and I'm just here to tell you. Now, you already know. We didn't went through a heart attack. The heart is under attack right now. The heart of man is under attack. That is one of the reasons why we got so much confusion and so much killing and so much heartache, because the heart is under attack. And nobody wants to take the time out to know that we have to come from a grateful heart. And that means that we have to get past all the conditions that's going on in our heart. But I just want to share with you a few things that I found along, that the cardiologist came and told me that some of the things, the findings that he found. He can't be here with you today. So as his assistant, he gave me the information. And I just want to share with you guys, if it's okay with you, just 8 little things that is causing us sometimes not to have a grateful heart. It's always something. It's always something that should be not in the way. That should be not in the way. It should not be there. But we allow some of these things to get in us, and we don't take the time out to move them. We got to learn how to go and understand that the conditions of the heart is what's causing us not to have a grateful heart. And we need to operate in a grateful heart. We just talking about the spirit of gratitude and a grateful heart, and the conditions of our heart, the things that cause us not to have a grateful heart. There's some things that causes us not to have that spirit of gratitude. But I want to have a spirit of gratitude. I want that heart, the condition of the heart, to be pure as possible. We know we're going to have some hard days. We're going to struggle with some stuff. But we want us to understand that we cannot let certain things resonate and corrode in our hearts, around our heart. Because we've got to remember that that's where the Spirit of the Lord resides in our hearts. And when we allowed all these unnecessary things to come up in our hearts, when we allowed everything to flow through our heart besides gratefulness, we got to learn how to be grateful. We got to learn how to be grateful. We got to, not only do we have to wake up with the spirit of joy in us, but we got to be grateful. Because that spirit of gratefulness is flowing through your hearts. We can't let these things that the Lord has showed me. Let me share with you what he gave me. Let me share with the report that he gave me to share with y'all this morning. Some of the conditions that he found that was flowing through the hearts of man right now. He said there's a spirit of pride that's walking around here right now. Oh, we got too much pride. Too much pride in our heart. We got too much pride. The pride that we have, we focus on how much others is doing wrong because we too prideful to think about what we have done or might even think about doing. Or we talking about the pride that corrodes our heart. And then we talking about the fault finding. How many of y'all is always pointing the fingers at somebody else? So quick to want to look at what somebody else is doing. All that corrodes your heart. We're talking about the conditions of your heart today. We're talking about the reason why gratefulness don't necessarily flow through our hearts because of the simple fact that we have too much fault finding. We're finding too much negativity in somebody else. Oh, we got it in us, and we need to be mindful of it when it comes. We need to be mindful of of that particular thing when it resonates inside of us. That spirit of gratefulness that we can't seem to find. Why? Because we got the spirit of corrosion that is covering the greatness. Oh, I'm talking about what we need to be doing so our hearts won't have all these old messed up conditions that we seem to be fooling around with. These are heart conditions, the conditions of the heart. We're talking about a grateful heart today. We're talking about the conditions of the heart today. And not only did we find that particular one, we also found that avoidance. Some of us just avoid the situation at all. But avoiding the situation is not helping the problem because we're still allowing that to still resonate inside of us. We're still allowing that. So that particular valve is being corroded. How many of us know that that particular valve is being corroded? That particular valve. When we avoid a situation or a circumstance, that particular valve right there is not getting what it needs. We need to make sure that the corrosion gets off that valve so that way we can have some gratefulness flowing. I'm just talking about the conditions of our heart today. Then we do that, then we silence ourselves. Sometimes we just don't say nothing. We're building up more corrosion. This is a condition of the heart. This is the reason why the heart is under attack, because we don't say nothing at all. Sometimes we need to speak up and speak out. These are the things that keep our hearts bitter. These are the things that keep us in a place of solitude where we just feel like we just can't go on because somebody has said something to us or done something to us. And now we just go and take everything to the heart. Oh, we got to get past that this morning. If y'all don't be so kind, we got to get past the thing that we need to get past. We need to get past the thing that we need to get past. And that is bitterness, corrosion around our heart. Then we have unfaithfulness. That's when we go. That unfaithfulness is when we don't have faithfulness no more in that situation or that person. And then we feel like that we want to go and we want to badmouth our opposer. We want to go back and do things towards that person or that thing that hurt us or shunned us or caused us to have heart problems today. It causes our heart to ache. Cause that heart to be under attack. That unfaithfulness causes that heart to corrode because, see, mind you now, we're dealing with that valve. So we're still dealing with stuff. We know we know y'all not perfect, but we want y'all to be real. We want y'all to identify with what it is. Then we deal with the hopelessness. Nobody don't have any hope now. We don't hope that the situation get better. We lack the faith that God gives us in this situation. Now we feel like, oh boy, where we go from here? We have no hope. We don't hope that the thing could get better. We don't look to God or any of our higher powers to get us out of this situation that we might happen to be in. Because now it's easier for us to just walk around. Sometimes I think it feels better for some people to just get in the spirit where they allow their heart to corrode. It gets comfortable, I think, when we think about the conditions of the heart. We go to the chief physician when we are under attack in the heart, and most of the time is because we allow some of these things that I just called off to get in our path. Oh, this is a traffic coach talking to you this morning, too. I need you to get all that corrosion about your path so that you can make your way prosperous. And you're going to get on up the King's Highway by yourself in your lane. By yourself and in your lane. But the last one that the Lord showed me was the resentment. Oh, that one is holding on to anger. How many of us hold on to that stuff? Oh, some of y'all do. That's why we're here. That's why we have visit the chief physician. Why did we visit the physician? Why do we go to the cardiologist? Because the heart is under attack. And we need to be aware of some of the things that we might be holding inside of us. Oh, I know it ain't my joy bells and my whistles. Oh, I know y'all not perfect. But I want y'all to be real. I want y'all to be real within your own selves. Oh, we talking about the heart this week. We talking about the conditions of the heart. We talked about the heart being under attack. But in the midst of it all, the beat still goes on. Because when you wake up in the morning and the Spirit of the Lord have breathed on you and have gotten you up and you experience joy, we want you to also experience gratefulness. We want you to be grateful because gratefulness flows from the heart. Are we talking about the heart? That's the conditions of the heart. Oh, God bless you today. I love you so much. I love you so much. And as I pray for you, I want you to pray for me. And we're going to watch God change some things. There's some things happening to me. There's some things that's going to be going on in me in the next couple of weeks. I want you guys to pray for me. Because not only did I visit the cardiologist, but I visited the neurologist. And I got some things that I have to do inside my head so that my mind can stay regulated. God bless you today. I hope something that I have said have encouraged, empowered, and have been lifted you up to be the best you that do what you have to do. But this is what I want you to do this weekend. I want you to spend some time having a grateful heart. I want you to spend some time allowing gratefulness to flow through your heart this week. I want you to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others. God bless you. I love you. And I look forward to meeting you on Magnificent, Marvelous Monday. God bless you.